Hey guys, and warm welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking the boxer build to a whole new level entirely. Somehow, this became a nut and bolt restoration. In the last video, I showed you some of those assemblies that we took off the car, stripped down to little components. And in today's video, we're going to take all of those rusty, grimy, greasy parts and transform those into something rather spectacular and something very blingy. Now, exactly 1 year ago to the day, at this point, I was filming the discovery of this car and bringing it to you guys. And little did I know, exactly a year later, I would own it and, well, be stood next to the shell of it. Anyway, that's just the current state of affairs. We have done the right thing by this car and it's getting the nut and bolt restoration it deserves. Now, I have discovered a local company literally on the doorstep. It's 5 minutes away and they are amazing. So we have got 6 tubs of parts here. Yellow zinc, vapor blasting, chrome, some of that stuff, yellow zinc here. We've come to ChingFord Coatings in Maidenhead. These guys are going to take care of all of this. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. The other day I dropped off a whole load more already, so we're going to pop inside and have a look at how the magic works. Now, it's a messy business transforming something old and rusty like this into something shiny and new looking again like this. And these two machines, the shot blaster and the vapor blaster, do a fantastic job of doing just that. Let's take a quick look and see how they both work. Okay, so we are going to have a look at some of these bits that are in the shot blaster at the moment. Now, this is all my kit and this has already been through, but just something I found out now is that all of this goes through the shot blaster first, then it goes through the vapor blaster after, and that gives it a really nice finish. If you try to then plate it as it is like this when it's come out of the shot blaster, it's a little bit of a rough finish. So this goes through here, then it goes through vapor blasting, and then you get a very, very nice perfect finish. Let's see how it works. Let's first take a quick look at some of those parts before the process begins, so we've got a nice comparison at the end. Manual control. Okay. Now, for the blasting media, Steve is using something called a chilled iron grit 0.5 grade. The grit is available in different grades, 5, 7, 12 and 20 being the most popular. The higher the grade, the more abrasive the grit. So this G05 finer grade is perfect for steel car parts. The high pressure nozzle blasts the media at the surface of the parts at around about 80 psi. The grit costs around £30 for a 25 kilo bag, and generally it can be recycled through the blast cabinet a number of times. So we're going to try one of my intake manifolds. As you can see, this has been through the shot blaster and now we're going to put it through the vapor blasting machine. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about today's video sponsor, BC Vault, and this very cool little device that they create. In today's modern world, if you haven't heard of cryptocurrency, then you have been living under a rock. With its massive highs, Bitcoin recently spiked at a 700% high in 1 year, not to mention a few falls. Certainly, you require some level of skill to navigate it, but those who dare often make a vast amount of money. With the highs and lows associated with crypto, you want somewhere far more secure, safe and stress-free to store it all.
BC Vault is the world's safest crypto wallet. Fort Knox has nothing on this little device. It stores all your crypto assets, everything from Ethereum, Dogecoin to Bitcoin.
Now I have to admit, I am new to the whole crypto world, so what I love about BC Vault is it's simple to use all-in-one crypto wallet where you can securely store, buy, exchange or swap your crypto. And it's clever too. It contains a state-of-the-art number generator which you have to shake like this to create it, so you can be safe in the knowledge that all your crypto fortune is 100% secure.
And it even feels special. This premium model is made from milled aluminium, comes in a range of finishes from gunmetal, gold plated or even built-in diamonds, and we all love customization, right? Well, check this out. This is the Ratarossa edition, and this is going to contain all my crypto funds for an F40. We're going to get an F40 on the channel, so watch this space.
So what safety this airbag provides in my Ferrari, BC Vault provide in the crypto world. When you think of crypto, think of BC Vault, and by clicking on my link in the description below the video, you're going to save 15% off one of these very cool devices. But I've also got 2 of these to give away to 2 lucky viewers, and all you have to do to be in a chance to win that is simply answer in the comments below, if you had $1 million worth of cryptocurrency in a BC Vault, what would you spend it on? Now I've got to say a massive thanks to BC Vault for creating such a very cool product and sponsoring the video. But let's head on back over to Steve in the plating shop. We're on to vapor blasting now, and this is a mixture of water and ceramic bead at about 60 psi. Now as you can see, Steve is cleaning off one of my air manifolds from the BBI. And what he's going to do is he's going to clean off 2 of those pipes, and we're going to leave the 3rd one. This has already been through the shot blast machine, so we can compare the difference and the finish between the 2 machines. And there you go, you can see the vast difference between the 2 left ones which have just gone through the vapor blast and this right one which we have left and only went through the shot blast machine. Now once your parts are all cleaned and out of vapor blasting, and if you wanted them to be then zinc plated and look something like this, this is my caliper, some of my nuts and bolts here, or this, then you need an extra process. And Steve calls this part the Devil's Kitchen. Let's have a look at some of the items involved. Now watch carefully here, as you can see these are yellow zinc. We did these wrong and we're going to strip it off, and watch the process of how that happens.
See if it's enough, there you go.
How long does this normally take?
2 seconds. 20 seconds is that.
So this is just like that?
That's hydrochloric acid, that's just stripping the zinc off.
That's a chemical reaction.
Yeah, it's just eating away the zinc, and this is old acid. Normally that would done in 2 seconds. Yeah. Because this acid is old, you can normally it's almost clear when it's new. You'll actually see, I can come out there. You see it stripping.
Steaming. So is that heated?
No, it's cold.
No, it's
you're more than welcome to let you put it on, won't you?
Yeah.
It's quite inert to your skin. It will, like if you put your hand in there for an hour, you'll start getting a tingling, but it's quite a lot of zinc on it, yeah. Hydrochloric. There you go, see that strip your zinc off now. Back to bare metal.
That's a good one as well.
Many of my items are going to be zinc plated, and this is the zinc machine which runs around 5 volts. Let's have a look how the process works.
It's to that grey smut off.
Yeah.
Right, so hang on, that goes back on there and then it goes in there, but we'll do your other bit.
So if you touch that?
Yeah, it's alright, it's only because you're DC. Your DC, it's not yeah, it's building up now, zinc. But that wouldn't be enough. If I was to passivate that now, it'd probably strip off.
So this is actually already zinking?
This is zinking, this is the zinc plating tank.
And a few moments later, that is my first batch of parts done. And the transformation is incredible. That fuel nozzle was rusted completely all the way through and now looks like it's brand new. So it's out of the tank into some fresh water, and then we'll follow the process.
They're going to colour, aren't they? Yeah. That's clear, right. So first of all, There's your rinse again.
Yeah. No, they're not going colour, are they?
These are all clear,
they're
aren't
all
they?
clear, mate.
Right,
yeah.
okay then. This is a rinse. Yeah, like you said. This is the rinse.
Yeah.
You'll hardly see it go any different, but you'll see a blue tinge. See, at the moment, that's kind of just a dirty brown tinge on that.
Yeah.
Where if I was to zoom in on the front of there, you'll see where the
What's this then?
This is the passivate, clear passivate. So you'll start getting, it starts getting a blue tinge. It's almost like just a water-based film, a lacquer.
And that's the yellow one.
That's the yellow one. I'll show you. We'll do that one in a minute. About 30 seconds in here. It's basically chromic acid based. They are chromic and nitric acid. You leave it in there about 30 seconds. You'll probably say I can't see the difference, but I can. See, that's bluer now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Blue tinge.
See, yeah.
Rinse again. These are normally a bit cleaner than this, but and then you go through there. Hot water, just as a drying aid, basically. It helps. The blue tinge normally appears when you start blowing it off. Yep.
So that is my parts, but let's have a look at the same process, but this time with a yellow zinc finish. It really is quite incredible.
That is just normal water.
Water, running water. We call it drag out, that one, because it's thing, and then this one should be cleaner, but again, this is water.
Yeah. And then this is the yellow zinc.
This is the yellow zinc. This takes about 20 seconds.
Wow.
Very marginal, but they say zinc and colour lasts fractionally better than clear. But they do it under a salt spray test where they put it in a cabinet with humidity, a salt spray, and they can exaggerate 10 years in a day. Like,
really?
Yeah. And you come out of there.
Back in there.
Hot water. Get my contact out. That's just for drying purposes, basically. Yeah. I'll show you now.
Amazing.
And if you ever wondered how they go about doing all the small little nuts and bolts like this, well, they've got a couple of clever little machines here that take care of the job.
So what happens
You've
here?
still got the negative and positive charges,
right.
on the bar.
Yeah.
But with them, you've got what we call danglers.
Right.
Yeah. So you put the nuts and bolts in here, and it stays in there. You'll lose nothing because they're only 1 mil holes. That tips up.
Just shakes,
and rolls on a motor.
Well, what do they call it? Well, a raffle thing, isn't it? Yeah, a raffle thing. So you put all your nuts and bolts in there, and then what do those things do?
They conduct the electricity from, because with that I'm hanging it on a static bar.
Yeah.
Or with them you can't hang them, so basically
so it goes on there, it just keeps the old
electric current
going through, and it's just basically got to just keep touching.
Then you, sorry. Let me just turn that one on there. See, there's your motor down there, you'll see. And then this tips around.
And what's this in here then?
This is the same zinc solution.
Oh, it actually goes inside.
It actually goes in there.
Got ya.
And you see, if you look down there now, you'll see the thing barrelling around.
Oh yeah.
See, there's the motor here.
Yeah. So that
is you're actually doing your nuts and bolts. That's how you do it. It's called barrel plating. That.
Barrel plating. Amazing.
And then when you come out, you just let it drain.
You want to know how a chipped old black piece of metal like this can be transformed into something like this? It's all done with the powder coating machine. Let's have a look at the powder coating and the oven that bakes it all on.
So over here is the actual powder coating machine, and as you can see, this is fine, just black powder. Look, that is going to go on the parts. We're going to do some of my parts here that are all hung up on the line here. This is the charge coming through. This is the special gun. the nice bit of kit here, and then we've got some buckets of different colour powder. So mine are all going to be just black. This one here we've got a silver, and then once all that is done and it's coated on the parts, we're going to hang some up here and try it. It goes into the oven and it is all just baked until it comes out shiny and looking like this.
Electrostatically move it and yeah, wrap around a bit. You watch, see it's wrapped around a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
But until it's cured.
So what? How's it become?
It's electrostatic charge.
To that.
Right, I'll show you. You blow it off at that stage. So if you make a mistake, you just blow it off. Get an airline, blow it off. I want to touch that back up. There you go. Easy as that.
Right, and that's the next bit, is the bit I want to know.
Yeah.
So that then goes in the oven, does it?
Yeah.
Once the powder coating has been applied, the parts are then hung on racks in a special oven. It's set to 195 degrees and slowly melts the powder onto the parts, giving them a durable but perfect finish.
171, still not quite up to temperature, but as you can see, it's all kind of starting to melt and look, give it that shiny finish. Look at these things. It's all in the detail. Look, you can see the reflection on that. Now we've got a box of bits here that are all ready. Let's go and take them back to the car. I've got a load more stuff over there as well, and I'll show you just how good this whole process is. It transforms that old rusty stuff into pristine looking new stuff like this, and most of this you couldn't even buy if you wanted to again from Ferrari. Now check this out, guys. This is the first load of stuff that we've got back. It is absolutely mind-blowingly good. Look at this. This is all of my original clips. They look like new. Now when you're doing a boxer build like this or a Ferrari restoration, it is critical that you get things like the clips right. So you got the right, they don't even make these anymore. You couldn't buy them if you wanted to. So we've got all of these that I've stripped down, taken apart, and they all look like new now. Yellow zinc plating here. Look at this. Bits for the drive shaft, engine bits, plates there for fuel. We've got powder coated bits here to go into the back of the car. And I even started to assemble some of these bits here. So this are our engine mounts with the actual, look at that. Now if you bought this from Ferrari, the actual, this bit here would no longer be zinc plated. It just comes as standard steel colour. They don't even zinc them anymore. This was the original finish. These are all my suspension bolts. I've started to sort these out so they're in different piles. Little bits like the brackets that go on our hubs there. Then, so that was half it. That all came in this tub here, which was rather scary. We've got things like our bobbins there for our exhausts. Bits there for going around the spark plug tubes. Obviously the essential bags there. And the question you guys always ask is, how are we going to figure this all out? Well, it's process of elimination, really. Fortunately, I've taken videos, I've taken pictures, and I'm just going to have to just painstakingly go through all of those, take a component, and then just put bits back on. This is my vapor blasted bits. We got our suspension bits here. And a load more brackets there. Things like our fuel flap bracket. This is cool as well, check this out. This is our arms for suspension. Look at that. Can you imagine this all put together, black frame, and I've got something very special happening with the actual shocks, the springs, everything like that. That's all coming in another video.
And there you go, guys. That is how we transform rust into gold and how we're going to make this Boxer look great again. As you can see in the background, the parts for the Boxer are mounting up, but gradually we are making them all look great again. We've got everything from my cam covers here through to the small details, just like the powder coated tank strap. Now, once these are all bolted onto the car, they are just going to look as good as new again. Anyway, guys, I've got to say a huge thanks to my sponsors, BC Volt. Don't forget, check out their very cool little device, save yourself 15% and see how I get on with my F40 fund. Also going to say a huge thanks to Steve at ChingFord Technical Coatings. The job they have done here is absolutely a game changer on this car. Check those guys out. I'm going to also put a link in the description below for all of their contact details. And don't forget, you can check out what I get up to on a daily basis, where I've been posting a bit behind the scenes of some of these things that have happened with the car over on my Instagram channel. Until the next one, take care and ciao for now.